Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of The Witcher 3. We are going to report to Croc or Crate to collect our reward for saving his two kids, and then I think we're back to
Master Geralt,
storyline.
a guard spotted you from the tower. They sent me to open the gate.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Nay, 'tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
Krach make an exception just for me?
All know what you did for Ceres and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us. Come,
Interesting.
Krako waits.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here at Skellige. At a good feast, meat and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
Step careful there. I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an on-crate's to wear the crown, it...
Should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
Show some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Want your mug smacked? Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Oh, stop your shite boasting.
Ceres? Hey! Ah, damn it!
Bad way to play it out.
Think I don't know that? But you saw her, she's so...
Why, stubborn, fierce, mule-headed, refuses to listen to anyone.
Exactly! True, Arnvald. Me and Ceres, we're near twins in that regard.
Don't see Krach. He talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
Something I've always wondered. What do you witchers do once there are little basilisks, lashings, or giants around?
So I am of the opinion that the lady should be in charge, unless I'm going to be put in charge. If they're willing to put me in charge, I'll take that. Oh man, you have to walk outside this table. Why would you do that to a room? It's just bad traffic flow.
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Svanrig is not gonna vie for support.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his by right.
Far as I know, crown goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk, listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favourable judgments. They behave like whores lifting their skirts for every passerby. A king by the grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls will see the wisdom of it.
I don't know.
Leaving Kertrolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself. Master Geralt.
May I?
You must even. Come! I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
Ah, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, a Hackamum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on Crate knows the meaning of hospitality.
Feeling torn between Hjalmar and Ceres?
You mean do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But on Crate blood flows in both.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Ceres has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through, the for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force in the world could stop her.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king.
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? Then yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skellige wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In Skellige, we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
So, what's really rotten is that either Hamal or Ceres, either one of them will probably end up going to war and killing a lot of people. Let's just talk about our reward and not pretend like it's not really our fault.
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here, this bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you for helping ensure the line endures.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one. Hear that? Damn it. That must probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
A new sword called Fate. That's more than one bear. That's two. This must be some magic. You don't get 3 bears in a place by accident. At least there's better traffic flow now. Just don't slip on the blood.
Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding! Quick! Da. Take my cloak.
Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my dad.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too. You insult me, Lugos, and now you threaten my son. I will not step for this. Then come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilt. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can. We must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Find the guilty on Crete. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Anybody see how the bears got in?
Don't matter. I know where to find the guilty already.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened?
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. I can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
You're right, Ceres. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Was that the point?
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of centering wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish. Face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos." Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise. Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Yalborn, Ottrig. Take some time, mention them all. I heard you helped Lugos, as you helped me with the Haim.
But you could name the claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing, just yet. We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
The question is, could it have been Ceres?
Pull yourself together, Cinna. How'd they get in? No! The gates were shut!
Could it have been Ceres that actually let the bears in? It doesn't seem her style, and I don't know if she knows any magic.
All right. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's. Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey before it's fermented. Strange.
So this was some kind of poison. Potion.
Something under the
to
fur.
turn the humans into.
Tattoo. Shape of a bear paw. Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls. All the horns are empty. Aldrich. Shit, no more than a kid. Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him. Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards mushrooms? Bowls empty, wounds, with a sense in the air Hellborn bled to death. Somewhere else in this room. Bodies massacred. Hard to tell who it is. Stengrim, maybe?
Let's just investigate everything.
Young Lugos. Bears took him by surprise. Didn't have a chance to defend himself.
Yeah, I don't know if we were actually gonna ever run into some of them. Oh, young Lugos is the one, though, that went to the Cave of Dreams with us.
Drogadar. Skald's played his last. Bowl at each table. Mead in this one. And only mead.
Right. So we follow the scent now.
Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood. Ceres, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
berserkers.
Berserkers?
The Skald's name for warriors who change into animals in the midst of battle. Stuff of fairy tales, legends. But it seems to make sense, right?
Almost. We were at a feast, not on a battlefield. Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Fjord might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
Ask Court to look at the mead sample. And where is he? Oh, not far. Good.
A disgrace. The kind we've not seen since the Red Funeral.
Fewer died then, and on a Jarl's son of...
Wanted to talk to you.
What about?
What about? What do you think, Holger? Is not here about salted herring or the currents round Speakerog.
Flap your gob at me again, and I'll shut it for good.
Calm down. You act like rabbit dogs, not Jarls of Skellige. Speak, Witcher.
Any ideas who might be behind the massacre?
Nilfgaard. They're the most to gain. But we'll avenge our sons. We'll burn their shores from Nazea to Atolia.
Wonders abound in the Nilfgaardian army. Towers with wheels, Zerrikanian mercenaries on humpback horses. But I've not heard of them having trained bears.
This was crack, I tell you. We're in his castle, he let him in.
Wasted words, Slugos. I don't know who the traitor is, Witcher, but I'll tell you, it's none of us. We all lost loved ones.
How'd all of you manage to survive?
What you saying? Eh? That we're the ones schemed this up?
Shut your gob. You're clucking as foolish as a gander hatching eggs. We survived because we're the best warriors in Skellige.
You're both damn fools. If not for the Witcher, none of us would be alive.
So long.
See, this guy, I don't think we have talked to him before, and I don't think we've talked to him before. So if there were more quests that we could have done, we've locked ourselves out of those.
Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Sarah said,
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Did I say it was a horn? Or did he just give evidence that it was him?
Ceres wasn't lying. You know your fungi.
I do. Especially those which affect the mind, soothe it, summon waking dreams. Odalric suffered for years. I tried to help him in various ways, initially with prayer, then with poppy milk.
But he's done with that now, right?
It's not that simple. But we'll wean him off it yet.
Mardrome related in any way to berserkers?
Aye, but only in the tales told to children as they're put to sleep on cold winter nights. Warriors who ate Mardrome were said to transform into beasts when consumed by battle rage, but as I said, it's only...
Only a legend, I know. Still, I find it easier to believe than some story about bears appearing out of nowhere. Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You have another name for it on the continent. Silasib, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help. Blood and Mardrome. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe? Come on, we could find some clues there.
Follow her to the cellar. So let's see. We got this new sword. Fate. Slight improvement. I will want to put that in as soon as I can dismantle the current one. I bet they have it set so that it will always be at a higher level than what you have. Well, they might not. It is possible he could have given you the sword and it was actually lower level.
We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. The castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages. knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow, but so does blood.
I'd say he got his wish.
See, I don't think it's really the wife of the old king that did this. She's too obvious. I think it's the guy that knew it was in a horn. I think that's going to actually he plans to have his guy become king and then control
I really
him.
hope Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
We got all this area that we didn't look into at all.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end down below. Come, I'll show you. Ugh. The stench! Is that vodka?
Mahakaman spirit. Someone ruined several barrels of the finest.
Good thing Dad's got other worries in his mind. Right behind you.
That's a relief. Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the? Shit.
The spirit! There's another exit behind the barrels, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to.
Okay, so we're on a run.
Quick.
We're running.
God, we might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end. This a secret passage.
One rarely used, more like. When Hjalmar and I were little, we
Medallion's
played here.
humming.
Once...
Place of power.
Bygone
It's gotta
days.
be.
Don't mind if I do. Well, is she gonna say anything or are we just walking? Looks like we're just walking.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac,
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no Witcher sense at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth checking. Come on.
Nah, they ain't gonna bother to loot. So we're back into the same place.
Someone walked through the mead.
Oh, this is gonna be too easy. If I can just use my Witcher senses to track them.
Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue
Must have
nearby.
felt his clothing
Something else
rip.
to follow.
I was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvold's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
Arnvold. But which one's Arnvold?
Look!
course, we'll chase him down.
Iron Balls! Stop, damn it!
Doubt he'll listen.
When I get my hands on him,
You don't stand a chance.
We'll see about that!
got him!
Wow, burning effect.
Why'd you betray them? Talk or I'll finish what I started.
No Uncreate should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea, but I do know one who never stops saying it. It's Berna Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvald.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrigger would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
We need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Anvald, help us, and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honorable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
So it was the wife. That's a little too obvious.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Ceres on Crate. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Caer Trolda. Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Berna Bran's.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Caer Trolda are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvald.
Ceres speaks true. Berner commanded me to poison the maid. When Ceres and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
You betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Uncreate, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Berner speaks true. Arnvald has served at Caer Trolder ever since I remember. Loyally, like a dog.
I can vouch for Ceres. She's telling the truth.
You? Yet another Uncreate lackey? Did Ceres entice you to cooperate? I can imagine how. Or has Crack paid you to smear my name?
What did you say?
Calm yourselves.
After what I saw on Speaker Rock, I trust the Witcher more than I do you.
You've that right. But it's no proof of my guilt.
So did I get one more vote that way?
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Berna to Arnvald, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Berna's right, Ceres. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. come, we must decide what punishment Clan on Crate will face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, Wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How?
You stand silent.
You gave Cerys no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself, me, the family, the clan.
Svanrige, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clan on Crate, and you, Burna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and sea fowl will peck apart your remains.
That almost went really badly.
Burna had a lust for power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrige? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile. Or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinath, for the Jarl's Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
Yes, let's go. So, sadly, I don't think they're gonna make me king.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go. We're just in time.
They've already started.
Word long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown. Let us swear her fealty.
I know some would see another in my place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Cerys! 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 Cerys!
So, no surprise Madman Lugus didn't like that. Talk to Cerys.
Congratulations. You'll make a great queen.
Thank you. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
What's the new Queen of Skellige planning?
To listen, learn, and listen again. Then we'll see.
Good plan.
I must unite the clans. I'd rather avoid war, but if Nilfgaard aims to attack, we must repel them together.
Drummond folk might be a problem. I saw Lugos during the ceremony. Furious, to say the least.
There's always been strife between our clans. But I must try and talk to him. Just might bring him around.
Keep my fingers crossed. Farewell.
So, we have caused a stronger skeleton. Was a merchant. The druid. Nope. Merchant's further down.
Storm, damn it.
Well, where was the merchant? Is he on this side? Strange. So Skellige, warrior. Says the merchant should be right there, and it's not. Alright. Let's not bother with that. At least he might be under here. Let's see. We're supposed to be under here. Talk to this druid guy. Will he talk to us finally? No, he won't. Okay, so what quests do we have left? In the Heat of the Woods, level 22. And nothing else. And really at 22, I don't think it's really in the heart of the woods for a secondary quest. Let's not go with that one. Let's progress the main mission, which is at a suggested level of 15, which really goes to point out that we have overpowered ourselves to the level that I want to be at. I want to be at a very high level. I don't want to run into situations where I'm having difficulty fighting. I like going the totally wrong direction too. Just fast travel station is all we're looking for. Here it is. Make those things stand out. Let's get back with Yennefer and continue the story. We had time to put Ceres on the throne. I think we made the right choice. Was there ever an option to put anyone else on the throne? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It didn't seem like there was any option to put ourselves on the throne. And it definitely looks like we could have put at least her brother on the throne. Here's Yennefer. Just standing here. She's been standing here the whole time. Ever since basically we got on Skellige Isles the first time. She's been standing here waiting for me.
Greetings, Yen.
Good thing you're here. The frostbite was starting to set in.
Had a matter to tend to.
A matter that brooked no delay, I presume. What was it? A NECA contract?
Something like that. Can we go?
Quite a few years since I was last on Hindisfjall, but if I remember correctly, Lofoten should be this way. Raised huts and fresh graves. This must be it.
Gathering of some kind. We've come at a bad time.
There's no good time to talk about the Wild Hunt.
Early sprouted whisper, but in the ground they lie. Me, living and unborn. Perhaps 'twere written in the stars.
The way the story has to go is that we have to be kind of both hot and cold with Yennefer. Because some players are going to like
Ritual
her,
of some kind.
some aren't going
We'll have to wait.
We'll do no such thing.
Oh, we've been here.
Dear sisters, pardon the interruption, but we've an important matter to discuss.
Can you not see we're commemorating the dead? So,
And we're looking for someone who's still alive. Please, this is urgent.
Then speak.
They say the Wild Hunt destroyed this village.
That is true, though few believe us. You don't either, I'm sure. Did you see riders on skeleton horses, wearing frost-covered armor?
Aye, that's how it was. They landed on our shores in a ship made of the claws of dead men, like in the ballads. Leif yelled to grab the children. Then they came, cut him across his face. He tried to whisper, only blood came out.
You were to ask about someone, not prod their wounds. That's enough.
What happened then?
We need the information.
Go on.
I ran out to get help, to get Leif. But so many bodies. Yolle, Ingvar, little Necky.
Which way did the riders go?
Towards the sea, through the ravine, on horses made of bones. Bones and ice and...
Enough! Get to the point. Now.
We're looking for a young woman, name of Ciri. Ashen hair, green eyes.
I'm sorry. She is not here.
unless she lies in a grave. That is, I do not recall one by that name. But I've buried so many, I may have forgotten.
This Ciri, has she a scar here on her cheek?
Yes, what happened to her?
Don't know. Saw her but for a moment, right before it all. She was in the stables with Craven. 1,000 curses upon him.
Remember anything else? Anything at all?
Only that she seemed tired. Very tired. And her hair was wet.
Great. So we know she bathed. Progress.
I'm sorry, Craven. My apologies. Craven. Craven could have told you more.
This Craven you mentioned, does he have a name?
He did. Until the elders struck him from the saga of ancestors.
It's as if he has ceased to exist. The lore forbids anyone from touching him, speaking to him, even uttering his name.
What did he do to deserve that?
He fled from the Wild Hunt. He alone.
We need to talk to him, even if it's not in keeping with your customs.
You've come too late. He went to the garden to fight Morkvag.
A coward who willingly seeks battle? Am I the only one who sees the contradiction?
That's why he did it. Craven knew he would prove the elders wrong only if he killed Morkvarg.
And thus regain his honor and his name.
Trial by ordeal. Very Skelligan.
I do not mock your laws. Please also respect ours.
So, this was the point where we were supposed to do the Morkvog quest. Okay.
This Morkvog, half man, half wolf,
Yes,
won't bother you anymore. Already killed it.
I know. Craven went there before you.
but is yet to return.
Didn't see him in the garden. Doesn't bode well. Don't know if there's much point in going there.
Even if he's dead, we could find some clues near his body.
Let's hope. Thanks for your help.
I understand you intend to enter the garden. I dislike it when foreigners enter the sacred grounds. But so be it.
Custom demands pilgrims make an offering of their own blood before the tree. Craven surely did so. Unless he lacked not only courage, but respect for Freyr as well.
You needn't worry about us. Geralt and I always give the gods the respect they are due.
Alright. Are we gonna walk there? I guess we're gonna walk there. This is the problem of staying
you
on.
didn't mention your heroic battle with this Morkbard character?
You know me. Don't like to take my work home.
I'm afraid you don't like home. It's the very concept of it. I asked you once to move to Vengerbert for me. Remember? Was that ever a row?
Yeah. Those were the days.
Yeah, but he's getting older and wiser. So, yeah, this is just a whole problem of staying on the main quest. Is they never really tell you a time to take a break. At best, they can do things like Yennefer did and say, meet me here at this point when you want to continue. But then I went and did practically everything that was possible to be done. Come on, wolves. Are you even gonna attack? Nope. They're so afraid of Yennefer, they're just gonna wander and run away.
Ivy-covered walls, mysterious garden. Shame we're not here under different circumstances.
Well, so she already knows the gate is locked and I don't have the key.
So, where should we start?
Let's go to that tree the sisters mentioned.
Plan to bleed yourself for the goddess?
Not necessarily, but Craven did. We just might pick up his scent.
They should have had her try the gate. Said something about it.
Craven was here. Look, the impression. Kneeled down on one knee and cut himself to make the offering. Bloodstains. See them?
No. I may be inhumanly beautiful, but I don't have superhuman senses. Not like you.
Which is why you should stay up here. You can't help me track him, so I don't see any reason for you to go down there.
You're right. Besides, trudging through mud in these hills would be murder.
Thought you might object.
Me? Please. I can be extraordinarily conciliatory.
Yen, look me in the eye. What are you plotting?
Many things. How to seize the Temerian crown, how to sell Kaer Morhen out from under you. Go already!
Follow Craven's footsteps. Where? Here's some footsteps. We did this already. And it leads up to here, and in
Prints
here.
lead to the well. Guess Craven didn't want to be eaten. Preferred to drown.
Updated nameless. So I think I can just jump down here.
Roots. So I'm ready again. Dead.
Hey, can
Has
you hear
been
me?
for a while. Yen, found him. And I've seen rot fiends in better condition than this.
Shit. Fine, scrape together what you can and haul the bits up here.
Take it you've got a plan?
No, I just like to stare at rotting flesh. We'll talk when you get here, all right?
That's Yen. Charming as ever. Come on, someone wants to meet you.
We have the whole thing. Lantern.
Putrefaction set in. But the vocal cords are intact. We might still get something out of him.
Doesn't look like the talkative type.
Anyone can be made to talk. Even a corpse. One must simply know how.
Thought necromancy was strictly forbidden.
So is premarital sex. But I'm not about to be bothered by such foolishness.
Black magic's no joke. Casting those spells never ends well. Never.
I don't like it any more than you do, believe me. But the thought that Ciri is in danger, I like that even less.
I understand. Still doesn't give us the right to...
Geralt, please. This is not the time to debate ethics.
Need any ingredients for the spell?
The blood of a newborn, a virgin's tongue, and the eye of a newt.
Mind trying again without the sarcasm?
I don't need a thing. I'm a sorceress, not a village herbalist. All I need is energy. A great deal of energy. We're very lucky this place is saturated with magic.
It's also considered sacred. Priestesses will be furious if you use the garden's power to revive a corpse.
Geralt, you're getting on my nerves. I offer you solutions, you try to poke holes in them.
I'm not poking holes. Just thinking about the consequences. How about you? Given them any thought?
No. Geralt, I'll say it again. We're short on time. Ciri is short on time. Fine. You busy yourself pouting. I'll handle the rest.
Selene, Defrain! Selene, Davidar! Are you Craven of Lofferton?
No, I have a name. I am a skull.
We're looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, green eyes. Have you seen her?
She's wise. They cursed me.
I don't care about that. What happened to her? What was she doing here? Speak!
No.
Speak! Speak!
She fell almost drowned.
us both. Ciri. Zirel. Can you hear me?
I can.
I must leave you now. We will meet beneath drowned dead rock. Can you remember? Repeat it.
Drowned. Dead rock.
You're awake. And I thought you'd...
Where am I? And who are you?
It's all right. You're on Hindersfjall, village of Lofoten. They call me Skjal.
But how'd I... What?
We fished you out of the sea. Me and that friend of yours.
And where is he? My friend.
Stepped out a while ago. Said he needed to find a boat. Why does he wear that mask? Something not right with his mug?
No. He simply doesn't like others to see it. How long did I lie there?
All day nearabouts. 'Twas morn when we brought you in. Night's near come now.
Damn. Too long.
You needed the rest. Desperately. Been through a lot, eh? Got some nasty, fresh-looking scars.
Yes. I've been through a lot.
I never thought women on the continent did any fighting.
Sometimes they have no choice. Help me stand.
I don't think you should...
Less talk, more giving me a hand.
Ah, that's me brother for you. Out of sight for a second, and he's already put his paws on a girl.
Astrid, you're as dim as dishwater. You know perfectly well I'm helping her up.
It's a shame, I know, but I've got to interrupt your courtship. Come, we're off to the sauna.
Where?
Why's your mouth agape like you're noodling for an eel? The sauna. Girl, you was blue as a whale when we brought you in here. Your blood needs thawing.
Really, there's no need. I feel fine now.
Hey, fine. You can't stand on your own 2 feet. And it's no surprise with your muscles frozen stiff. But don't you worry. Mum and I will take care of you.
So he called her Zerilia with a Z. Has she been cursed? Has Ciri been cursed with like a second personality inside of her? Interesting thought. Let's get to Drowned Dead Rock.
I'm sorry, but I must get to Drowned Dead Rock as fast as possible.
Shan't force you to stay. But the rock's a ways off and you can barely walk. You best take a horse.
True. Skjal can prepare a horse for you. You'll have to wait a spell, but even so, you'll get there faster than on foot.
Fine, that'll do. Thank you both very much.
Pish posh, there's no need. Now come, we gotta sweat the sick out of you.
Where are my clothes?
I've taken them already. Come on. That man in the mask, he's from afar, isn't he?
Oh yes, from very far away.
Where exactly?
Aren't you nosy?
Surprised? Been sitting in this fish puddle my whole life. I'd love to travel like you.
Like me? No, you wouldn't like that. Trust me.
So was Astrid one of the ones that survived? Or one of the ones that died? She must have been one of the ones that died because she probably would have given more information up. She has a arrow, a sore in her back, but we don't know if she was teleported to this place from the fight before, or if this is in the future. We're still trying to piece out when these events are happening, in what order. They could be several different orders, really.
Alright, in you go and get out of those rags.
All of them?
I should think so.
Okay, so we may have to do some editing here. Look at my health bar up there. It normally just crawls up. Okay, so that was a lot of editing for what can only be described as about the most Polish scene that I can think of. We went into the sauna with Astrid here. Inside the sauna was Astrid's mother, which was quite interesting to see the mother topless in the sauna, and Astrid was topless in the sauna too. And they had a discussion about whether or not I liked the guy who saved me, Skajal, and of the three options, one was he's nice, he's not half bad, and one is honestly I prefer girls. So very strange you could just on your own choice make a lasting decision as to whether or not Cerelia likes men or women. And then so we're sitting in this sauna. You could wrap yourself in a towel or not wrap yourself in a towel, and oddly enough, if you didn't wrap yourself in the towel, you were still wrapped in the bandages. So as far as my character model, you can't see Cerelia, but there was definitely other people in the sauna that were topless. Now, when we were way back in a very early episode, I said some of the characters were bottomless. Actually, I don't believe that was true. I think what was going on there is that they were wearing small skin like color bottoms, so that it seemed like they were fully nude, when I don't think really anybody has been fully nude except for maybe Geralt in the very first scene. And so after the short discussion in the sauna, you had the option to jump into the cold water and cool off to regain your health, because my health bar was low. I did that, and then they said drink some Freya water. So it took me quite a while to actually find the Freya water. It was down the pier and to the right as it was towards a tree. And so basically drink vodka and jump in cold water, which is very, very Polish thing to do. Sauna's a whole part of national heritage in those areas. Remember, the creators of this game are Polish. I hope I'm right about that. I think I am. And the stories these are based off are Polish. I hope I'm right about that too.
Tell her to take the wash down.
Oh, you're here. The horses are ready.
As am I. Shall we ride?
Listen, I hope... My sister, she didn't talk any nonsense to you, did she?
No. Except to mention that you fancy me.
What? But I asked her... Besides, it's not... Of course, you are very... But... You know what? Let's ride. You're in a hurry and it'll be dark soon.
Oh man, option of a sex scene, really? Nope. We gotta ride.
You're right. I hope to come back here one day. We can finish our conversation then.
Sounds dangerous.
I didn't intend it to.
I'll take Njord. You can ride Greyback. She's old, but she'll make the...
Run for your lives!
You stay here! I'll go and...
I can look after myself.
assumedly she has the same level as me, as Daryl, so the level 12 Hound Wild Hunt's not really that big of a deal. Maybe we'll get more experience if we don't let them kill too many of them. Warrior of the Wild Hunt. Level 6. Oh, no. Try to defeat them.
Ride, silly! Don't look back!
Get on a horse and run. Yeah, I got to. I'm dead.
What? What was that?
The Wild Hunt.
Ragnarok? The world's end?
No, not yet. But I must go. They're here for me.
Get on the horse. I'll show you the way to the rock.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can thank me once we get there safe. Let's ride.
Watch out! Ride, silly! Don't look back! Faster! Faster! They're catching up!
Geez, if you hadn't done any of the horse races, this might be a little bit difficult for you. This isn't really that hard of a thing, but wow, that took a big chunk of my health out. An imp. Didn't see that one coming.
What became of that creature? Where is he?
Stop!
What?
Saw him at Stonas, but he sold him.
To whom?
Don't know.
Begone.
Tell them. Clear my name.
Begone, I say.
Yen, are you alright?
I'm fine now. The spell. Imagine putting wriggling cockroaches in your mouth, or swimming in manure. That's more or less how it felt.
Could have shown some sympathy for the boy.
That was no boy, Geralt. It was a hunk of rotting, rancid flesh that spoke through my magic.
Didn't just speak. It howled in pain.
I know it seemed real, but it was no longer human. Do you understand?
No, I don't. I really, really don't.
What happened to the garden?
It died. Like I said, the spell, it requires a great deal of energy.
You knew it would end like this, didn't you? Didn't consider it worth mentioning?
No, I knew you'd protest. Your sense of decency is charming, but it does get in the way sometimes. Geralt, I know we should talk, but not here, all right? I don't wish to stay a moment longer.
The garden! Our garden! How could you? We helped! And you! Inconceivable!
Now.
Don't you dare try to calm me! We've every right to be furious! Furious! And you will pay for this.
I'm sorry.
Is that all? Will you say nothing else?
Nothing that would help.
I shall make sure all Skellige hears what you did here.
Wait. I did this. I alone. Geralt tried to stop me. I refused to listen.
I might have known. They warned me about you. Sorceresses. None shall open their door to you. None shall feed your hunger, and none shall tend to your wounds.
Wow.
Yen, you didn't have to do that.
But I wanted to. I'd rather not talk about it. We must focus on what Skal told us.
Key to finding Ciri is that ugly thing Skell saw on the beach. That's what I think. You know, I saw something, or someone who looked just like that.
Where?
In Velen, at a castle until recently ruled by a self-proclaimed baron, now controlled by his right-hand man, Sergeant Ardle.
You must go and get the creature. I don't know. Buy him, kidnap him.
The thing's clearly cursed. Its mind is a jumble. Can't have anything resembling a normal conversation with it.
Grumbling won't get us anywhere. All will be well. A curse, please. Nothing a sorceress and a witcher couldn't handle. Now, tell me, do you... No, never mind.
You were gonna ask me something. What was it?
Tell me, do you think... Is there a chance that thing might be Ciri? That... well... she's been transformed by some curse?
Don't even want to think about it.
Geralt, we must.
Might be. From what I know, she was looking to cure a powerful curse while in Novigrad. But I'll lose it if I try to deal with that possibility now. We have to do what we can, see what happens.
Yeah, that makes no sense at all. How could Ciri in her human form talk to Dandelion and try to cure the curse if the curse was that Ciri herself got turned into that creature that can't talk? Makes no sense whatsoever. And then Dandelion wouldn't know the curse.
Didn't learn much, though we can be sure Ciri's not in Skellige anymore. Not in Velen or Novigrad either. She's disappeared. Again.
Perhaps we should re-examine what we've learned. We might have missed a clue that would push us forward.
Certainly hope that's the case. Makes me wonder what she's gotten herself into.
Can't even begin to imagine. But we will pull her out of it, safe and sound. That I promise you.
Ciri's trail in Skellige. We followed it, exhausted the possibilities. Might be time to go back to the continent.
Before you do, there's one thing. It's important.
What's that?
Let's meet in Larvik, at the Warriors' Hall. We'll speak there.
Can we do this later? Sorry, need to take care of something.
Well, if you must, you must. I shall wait for you in Larvik for a time. If you don't make it, we'll meet in Vizima. After all, we do owe the Emperor a report.
Ciri's our concern, ours alone.
Perhaps. But that is not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
Being awfully loyal to your patron.
He's your patron as well, dear. Don't forget that, lest he remind you of it himself.
If we gotta, we gotta. So be it.
We'd never have known Ciri had returned if not for Emma and his agents. We owe him this.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
Wait. This matter in Larvik. It really is important to me. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tarry.
Okay. Updated quests, new character entries, new characters added, all kinds of stuff. New quest, a mysterious passenger. Is that the last of them? New quest, ugly baby. New quest, the last wish. So, that's all of them. We've got some new quests. Ugly Baby's the main quest. The last wish is meet Yennefer and Yarvik. We've got some other ones that we might potentially be able to do, but I don't think we're going to try to do the Heart in the Woods. Are there any others that we can do? Nope, not really. We have a mysterious tracks in Velen. She wants us not to tarry. In other words, take a long time. Oh, and I still need to look up how to do Fort. What was the other treasure hunt? The Temple Isle one. That's the one. Yeah. Explore the passages under Temple Isle. I need to look up that. Still have only failed. Ooh. Technically we failed the Cave of Dreams. Ooh, that is an interesting. Strange bit there. I mean, I thought it looks like we had done everything, but it says we failed. There must have been more to it that we hadn't unlocked. So we missed out some story there. So we've basically got no quests, but I am gonna dilly-dally as it is. It's time to do some swimming. We're gonna start just boat or swim, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go here first. We're gonna try to get to every single question mark we can get on this in this area. There's definitely some stuff that's going to be above our level. There's definitely some stuff that's going to be story related, because I think they are going to have us come back to this area at some point. We will do a little bit of fast traveling, so it's not like we're going to swim around the entire map, but it is gonna be a lot of swimming. It's gonna be a lot. Anyways, so get ready for it. That's what we're starting next episode with. But we are at the end of this episode. I've got some editing I have to do, sadly. And so I've got to get to that. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can do that by clicking on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click that, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.